One, two, three, four. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of Earth, welcome, welcome, welcome to Randon's World with me, Rzr Randon. So glad you could make it. Today's a big day. We have a lot of things to do, starting with this right here, this tent. And I'll tell you why. We are going to have to remove this and that because we're going to start building in this area here. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rzr, you can't take that down. You can't destroy something that's been a fixture of this world for so long. Just watch me. I'm going to do it. Yeah. So, let's get started with this. Now, first things first, I think I'm going to clear a little area here because what I want to do is I want to build in this space. And this build is going to be multi-purpose in that it's going to be a hotel, like a beach resort hotel. And inside we're going to build some farms, some very necessary farms for later in the game. Ow. And yeah, you'll see what it is in a sec. Well, let me just tell you. We need gunpowder and we need a better way to get sugarcane. So we're going to build a combination gunpowder sugarcane farm in this hotel. I probably shouldn't put stuff inside there because that's going to be gone. So let me grab some chests. 62 should be enough for the new chest monster. And where am I going to put it that it's out of the way? Let's put it over here. I don't think we're going to come this far. So, yeah, the idea is that some of this stuff is from downstairs. The idea here is that it's not just going to be a straight building. I'm going to try to make it curved, preferably not like a 90-degree, but I do want the diagonal space because usually for a creeper farm, you kind of make it like a diamond. Let me show you because I was plotting it out over here, but I think I'm going to use that space a little bit off. So you have a cat on its perch, and creepers spawn on the first section of path block. They get scared of the cat and they run off into that second section of path block, which is a drop. So we want to have this kind of a diamond shape. Now I was thinking of doing it here, and I guess I could maybe just make it all on a diagonal. That might look cool, and that might be what I end up doing. I haven't decided yet, but I was also thinking that if from the diagonal here it went this way, and then from the diagonal here it went that way, it might be too much of an L or a U that way. I have to see. I might have to like keep the diagonal going. I don't know. Maybe it'll be, but I was thinking this space would be good. So if the building kind of lines up with this, so the straight side is here, and then it takes the diagonal and goes this way, then it's kind of like hugging the beach, like a beach resort might. And I probably should eat. It'd be funny if I died while explaining how to build this. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to be on that level or this level. I might build it up here, or maybe I'll build it up on the road level and then have steps going down to the beach. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to get started now. I probably won't take the tents down right away. They're kind of out of the way, but the pumpkins might go and some of the animals might go. So if you are sentimental, say your goodbyes now because they will be gone. All right, back in a bit. All right, I've been working away here. You can see I've raised the land a bit on that side, and I've started marking out where I think the building might go. And I've kind of run into a couple problems. First problem is I've marked out how I want the spawning platform to be for the creepers, and my original thought of it being here is probably too small. This would only give 3 spawning spaces around, like not enough spawning spaces generally. So when you build this thing using water, typically you make the spawning pad come out 7 from the center on each side and then make a diagonal. And that way, if you would put water in the middle, then the water would go right to the edge and push them. I'm going to use cats, and I believe cats scare the creeper. I don't know if it's 6 blocks. Ideally, I'd like to get 5, and then they'd run off for sure. And I think you kind of want to have a ledge on the outside that they think, oh, I can get to there. So this is definitely too small. I've pushed it out 2, and I'm going to try and see if I can figure out where to fit it. I'd also kind of like it to be in this area, because this is going to be a nice big space that maybe I will do like the hotel rooms. So the reason I pushed it this way is the road is quite wide. It's 7 wide, which is okay for the main street, but I think maybe I'll push it back to 5, and then it still gives me a little bit of space in front to decorate. So that's the first problem. So I'll have to redo this and see if I can get a bigger pad in there. At least 4. Like, if I can gain another block, that would be good. The other problem is these guys are in the way. So we'll have to let them free. Be free, cows. Be free. Go on. Get out. You heard me. Alright, well, hopefully they wander off, and I can take down this pen and extend the land a bit, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, cows are gone, and no, I did not make them drink red rum. No, I did not. Alright, let's clean this up, and maybe we'll take out the wheat field and the tree and maybe the cactus. Alright, let me get to work, and let's see, axe. So yeah, we'll have a hotel here. We might build a couple and use the beach that's already here. It's quite long, so we can do like a little resort and have, you know, little tents on the, like, not tents, but little cabanas on the beach, and nice place to come and relax and look at the ocean. And yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. Inventory is full. So that's the plan for this little area. Maybe we do maybe we'll do 2 or 3 hotels, different styles. And I probably should have kept that in my pocket. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. It's amazing how quickly everything fills up, always. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I mean, I feel bad about, you know, removing something that's been here, but it was always meant to be temporary. So, you know, it is what it is. But we'll live with it, and hopefully the animals have a good life and aren't mad at me and don't hang around and bother me either. So we'll see how that goes. Let's clean all this up. I always use the fortune on the crops. I don't know if I've said that in a past episode, but I find it much better, much more rewarding, because you get so much more. So, you know, stacks and stacks of potatoes, and I really only had 2 rows here. So, yeah, I think it's better. So, I gotta remember not to put stuff in these, and empty my pockets again, and then I'll take down that cherry tree and cactus, and see if I have some dirt to fill in a little bit more here. So take a last look. Alright, see you in a bit. All right, here I am. I'm just cooking up some stone. Not necessary at all, but I think I'm going to make the platforms out of smooth stone. I wanted to show you the wheat. The wheat. Doing really well. I had an issue, so I had to change something. So what was happening is there would be grass growing here, and then the water would stay, and then got wrecked, so he couldn't plant anything. So I've changed these to path blocks, which so far seems to be working. It seems like grass will grow on a lot of blocks. I did a little test, like not grass, seaweed or seagrass or whatever it's called, and it seems to grow on almost all the blocks. So hopefully the path blocks work decently well. I think that's going to be the first level of the spawning platform. It's approximately 24 blocks from the ground, so hopefully then they'll always be spawning. I might go up a couple more. I'm a little concerned that it's already getting high, but like if you're here, you don't see it, which is fine. If you're over here, you kind of see it a little bit, so it's okay if we go up a little bit more, I think. But yeah, you don't want it to be too tall. Okay, so I'll wait for this stuff to cook, and then I'll get back to work with the platforms. All right, see you in a bit. All right, I'm gonna do. I've done 3 platforms. I'm gonna do the 4th one here, and I think that's gonna be it. Don't want to go much taller. If I After I build the shell of the building, then I can decide if it's needs to go up one more. Wouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, so I'm gonna do that now, and I'll show you. So I'm gonna go up 1, 2, 3. Now, normally if you put full blocks, there'd be a 2-block space below, and then you put a trap door, and it makes it so that it's just under 2, and then only creepers can spawn. I'm using slabs for this. I don't know if that's a mistake. The slabs will still connect. A little bit strange, but they'll connect. I'll show you that in a little bit when I get to the slab step. But or not the slab step, the trapdoor step. But it should be fine because they'll connect below the slab, and then it'll still create that less than 2-block space. Technically, I believe mobs, like, they'll spawn on this upper slab, but they won't like it, and they'll also try to pathfind off of it to a full block. So the ones that I put around here will be full blocks. And then, I mean, I guess technically you could make it without cats, but the cats will speed things up quite a bit. So I'm gonna try to get some cats and go with that. But yeah, so I just thought I would show you that. And I'll go down and get some trapdoors, and then I'll show you the trapdoor step. Okay, but I think this is going to be the max height, and you can see I have a platform that's 4 away from the center. We also will have to put a carpet, I believe, here, and here, and here, and here, to block spider spawns. Not a big deal, but we lose 4 spots, but hopefully this will work out, and we'll get some creepers. All right, back in a bit. All right, back, and I got some trapdoors, and so I'm going to put them on the top here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna, oops. So you can see they leave a little gap, but that still gives us the less than 2, which I think will be fine. I'm gonna do them all the same way, just because I'm insane in the brain. But yeah, this way we'll get creepers only, and hopefully lots of gunpowder. So we'll see. Okay, I'll finish these levels up and get back to you in a bit. All right, got some layers up there, and we'll see. One creeper did spawn up there already. Now, obviously, I don't have any caves lit up or anything like that, and right now there's no walls around it, so there's light getting in. So I'm going to try to solve a problem, but it's probably not going to get solved today. And the problem is sand. We need sand because for some of these builds it would be nice to use concrete, and we obviously don't have concrete. Let me do this. I'll make as much as I can. Oh, I did. I gotta do this first. Okay, and then we gotta do this. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Let's get some of this in. And some of this in. Oops. And there we go, white concrete powder. Now, there's different ways to do this, obviously. Okay, that's good for now. I'll show you how I normally do it. So you take your white concrete powder, or whatever concrete powder you have, and it would be nice to do it over there where it's shallow, but those dudes in the boat are not helpful. Okay, so we'll come to a spot here, put in our offhand, grab the pick of your choice, and you can basically hit both buttons at the same time. So if you're up too high, it'll place it on top. So you want to make sure that you're on the block that that you're gonna break. So then you can just hit both buttons, and away you go. You just hold them. Now you can see to my right, some of those blocks are sinking down in the water. They kind of spread around a little bit. I usually take care to make sure that I end up with the 64 that I started with. So I'll show you that. Okay. Now, if you do it against stone, you're likely to break the stone. So that's why it's good to have sand or something, wood that takes longer with the pick to break. And there we go, we have the 64. And then I usually keep that spot open. Again, not like this. And then away we go. Yeah, so as you can see, they kind of spurt out and go all over the place. This isn't ideal here where I am because the dolphins could take the blocks away. But, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, obviously you can make a factory, but, you know, for now, early game, this will do fine. And 64. Okay, same deal. Now, the creeper farm, I don't know that I'm going to end up finishing it today. I'd like to try to get a little bit of the shell on so that we can see if it's dark enough. I still have to put the cats up there, which is another challenge. I'll see if I can get it done today. But who knows. Anyways, let me finish this up and then I will be back shortly. Okay. Well, the tents are gone. There's only one thing left to do. Gonna have to murder the pest. I mean, let the pest go. So, Iron Fox, we've had some good times and we've had some bad times. But it's time for you to go and enjoy the rest of your life somewhere else. Stop snoring under my tent. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Get lost. Yeah, you can keep the diamond. Go on. Be free. See ya. Well, sad to see him go, but we have to move on, and glad that this is all done. The farm, I've just been messing around, see if we can get any spawns. We've got a couple, but you know, for now I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to definitely change that one side. I don't like it at all, and work on this in between episodes. But thanks again for stopping by and for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, we'll have to light up some caves and get this thing going. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.